I am joined now by CFA Jimmy Chang, the Chief Investment Officer of the Rockefeller Global Family Office. Jimmy, you're joining us now from New York City, but you've got offices all over, including, I guess, Saratoga Springs. You're expert in the area of the issues that we're facing right now. And with the invasion of Ukraine, this is going to impact the global economy. Let's start with the big picture versus the micro picture. How is this going to affect us across the globe financially?
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show. I think the biggest question is really commodity prices and inflation and how that affects inflation. As you know, Russia is a major energy supplier to Europe, both with natural gas and oil, crude oil. And Ukraine is a big wheat producer. So the question is, will these supplies get disrupted? And how would that affect pricing? So potentially, it could accentuate the inflation problem, which the Fed is already trying to solve, and it just complicates the decision making.
Yeah, let's talk about energy a little bit, because everybody sees it at the gas pump, but we forget sometimes that when the energy sector gets hit, it's like water on a sidewalk. It reaches everything everywhere, and that impacts everything from the clothes we buy to the food we eat. If you have to truck it or ship it, it's going to cost more, right?
Yes. I think this is a wake-up call to the West. We are overly dependent on some of these countries that are not really sharing our value, universal values, and it's becoming a national security issue. Now, as far as energy is concerned, it's hitting Europe a lot harder than here. If you look at the German producer price index, it has already shot up 24% year on year in December, and it's probably getting worse now, with energy prices moving even higher. So it is a real issue, and they have to accelerate their path towards energy independence, both with the renewable energy transition, as well as looking at traditional fossil fuels and even nuclear energy.
Yeah, nuclear never gets talked about like a dirty word, but it is one of the cleaner ones out there. I want to go back to commodities a little bit. Grain, Americans, we think we've got so many farmers here, we don't rely on grain or food from somewhere else. Is that true, or does it affect the whole global economy, and that does affect us here?
It is fungible. So it is a potential issue. Now, again, we don't know how much of the exports out of Ukraine will be affected in the coming months. And there's another issue, which is that natural gas is a feedstock going into fertilizers. So as natural gas prices spike up, fertilizer prices go up, and that then leads to higher food prices. So this energy supply chain issue is affecting many subsectors.
Last question before I let you go. Before we came on the air, I was looking at the Dow, and it was actually not as bad as I thought it might be. It was a little under 200 down today. It started bad, but it sort of recovered a little bit. Is this going to be tough for the day traders right now, everybody else? I mean, long term, you want to just hang in there, I suppose, but it's going to be fluctuating, isn't it?
Yeah, this has been such a well choreographed attack. Now, many people thought that Russia wouldn't go in, but then it's been building for a while, and the market has been weak. So some of the issues have already been discounted. So today, the reaction to some people may be kind of, sell on the news. So they're covering their shorts. There's the old adage, want to buy when there's blood on the street. Now, that's really cruel to say, but then, some people do take it to heart and looking at this as a potential opportunity. I do think the market will remain choppy for a while.
All right, so that's good advice from you. Jimmy Chang, thank you so much for joining us today, and best of luck to your firm.
Thank you.